I think we just go nuts. 76% overextension. Truce with Aragon. Truce with Portugal. Provence, Brittany, England, Morocco. That is 4 nations. They would join. This has the added benefit of cutting him in half, so I think we'll go with that. Okay, so we're just going to wait till January so that we have less aggressive expansion with England, then we'll do our peace deal. We're finally caught up on our exploration ideas, so let's go ahead and take tech. Again, notice I'm looting only the provinces we don't plan on conquering, trying to just punish Portugal while not punishing ourselves, if possible. Although we should be looting one at a time because it's safer, as we discussed yesterday. I'm stockpiling cash because I want to try to upgrade the other ports that we have to get this extra splendor bonus. It'll just make it easier to stay above 50 power projection. That troop has arrived. Let's grab our guy and have him go hunt for the 7 cities. And one thing that's kind of nice is in Imperator, if you use auto transport, the Navy will do its job and then it'll come home to where it was before. It's not the case in EU4. It's one thing I can think of that Imperator does better. You know me saying? We already have war taxes on. It's been on for a while. So just gonna wait till January. Next age bonus should probably be the aggressive expansion impact. Actually, there's an argument for feudal de jure law, since we're about to conquer a bunch of crap, but this will also just allow us to do the peace deal like right now. Which is convenient, because then we can get the aggressive expansion decay tick with everyone that doesn't have any. Or we could theoretically just take more land and less money. Like, say, his coastline. That sounds reasonable. 76% overextension. We do have an admin point shortage, yeah. We'll have to sit on the overextension for a while since we're doing that administrative idea group right now. We need to switch back to administrative focus, which we can't do until 1504. Sitting on the overextension's not ideal, but... Actually, yeah, I mean... It doesn't make sense to do that. We'll sit on less. That or we'll feed it to our subject. I'm gonna stick with the original plan and then take more money. So to take an extra. Alright, so... Granada is the next one that we can actually integrate. What is it, buddy? You want to play again? You're already tired of not playing? Portugal went bankrupt. Oh, look at this. He's doing it again. This is so cute. The way that he lays down. Look at this kid. Look at this kitten. Legs failing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. How much of this do we want? I think we just feed it all to Granada. Although Granada's the wrong religion. We should give it to Castile. I'm not going to core this stuff. Crap. Did I mess up? We can't grant it to Castile because there's no adjacency. Awesome. Well done, Arumba. So I can't give Lisboa to Castile. It's either give it to Granada or nobody. Yeah, that might be worth a squirrel. It's such an arbitrary restriction that they have to have a sea tile or physical adjacency. Why can't you just give them any province within coring range? You know? Now, because arbitrarily he's got a sea tile adjacency, now we can grant him Lisboa. Beira. because he's got sea tile adjacency now for his uncored land of Lisboa, I can also grant him Porto. And because I'm doing an administrative ID group while being behind on administrative tech, I'm also just going to give him Braganza as well. He was already disloyal, so there's no real benefit, like penalty for having given him more land. He was disloyal, he's still disloyal. We will placate again. We're very close to making him loyal. Let's actually top off relations over the annual tick with him, and we'll use our money now to upgrade Leon to level 2, Burgos to level 2, and shoot, the one drawback to doing what I just did now is that I only have 4 centers of trade. I needed a fifth, either Porto, Lisboa, I need Toledo, or Cadiz. Those are too expensive to core right now, though. Can the vassal spawn the institution? He can. As far as I know. I wouldn't be too upset about it either way. We are now great power. We're making money. We're not losing innovativeness. I think we're solid. We're slightly over the naval force limit. Even though we don't have enough ships to build a flagship yet. I'm going to build one more just to allow the flagship to get built. That's right, I started pre-building extra ships with the intention of having more force limit, but then we didn't get the force limit because I gave it all to Castile. Oops. Happens. Provence is looking good. Yeah, he's huge. He looks like Burgundy, basically. Going for turn the table? I don't think there's any plan for that, no. One other thing I should have avoided is I shouldn't have actually been upgrading those trade centers yet, because we're one idea away from getting center of trade upgrade cost minus 20. Could have saved some money. Papal State cedes Romagna and Umbria to Florence. Papal State cedes Avignon to Provence. Papal State gives monies to Provence, and they release Urbino. Pope Man just got wrecked. However, he is still the Pope, and we still have 25 favors with him. So now that he's lost, let's go ahead and re-up our alliance with him. Sorry about that, bro. I'm totally your friend, I swear. Aragon has announced France as the rival. Good. We have no truce with Morocco. Ottomans are allied to Morocco. Why do we want to be friends with Pope Man when he's so weak? The answer to that question is because the Pope Man's opinion of us is a big factor in how much papal influence you gain each year. So you get base papal influence gain of 0.5. You also get 0.5 for every controlled cardinal, and then if the clergy are loyal, you get an extra 1. So base, we gain 0.5 plus 1.5 plus 1 is 3. And then it's modified by 44% due to papal state opinion of us. 44 is exactly 88 divided by 2. So papal state opinion divided by 2 equals modifier to papal influence growth rate. So being allied to him is 25% more papal influence, which is why we're staying friends to him. Hey, we're trying to regrow Tenerife for like the 5th time, I think it is? 4th or 5th time? I think we actually are probably going to finish the colony in Arguin first. Because of all the shenanigans that have happened. What dynasty do we want on the throne? Well, right now we are a de Valois, which is great, because, you know, there's a queen. At some point, there will become an opportunity for sure. The Peralta gold mine. The bloody massacre in Ipora left few Peralta family members alive. So our conquistador is currently off in Ipora. 50% chance of gold and diamonds, 50% chance of quartz and pyrites. Or we can gain prestige, which we'll just use to placate people. This, I believe, gives money. Money's always nice. Prestige is nice for placating. We can always get placation effectively through the next war. So let's try for gold and diamonds. Ooh, gold and diamonds! The remaining members of the Peralta family, blah, 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 blah. 394 gold. Sweet. 393, rather. Monies! So for now, I cored this province. So we have the coring range extension into the Ottomans' territory. I think the game plan is that when we decide to go to war with Morocco, we'll call France in, and we'll have France help us out against the Ottomans. We should be able to beat Morocco in a straight-up war, because we already have a tech advantage. And if between me and France we can occupy the Ottomans, then we can start working toward taking the state of Rum. Since Morocco is allied to the Ottomans, it'll be relatively easy to get over there and like get involved with a war with them. We found slaves and naval supplies. How close are we to a potential alliance with Mr. Mamluk? Pretty far as well. Could reduce the size of the army for a little while. Clergy have too much influence. 33% controlled provinces. We sought support. 99. Got something dropping off. Accepted Holy Law in 1504. It's 5 years from now, though, so it's not quickly enough. Crap, looks like we have to revoke a province. Well, there is one province that I gave... no, the clergy just have a lot of land. They don't necessarily need to have. So, when looking to revoke land from the clergy, we want to prioritize coastal provinces, because that coastal province could provide us with more naval force limit. Once we build a shipyard there, it will only give 1.5 force limit instead of 2, because the clergy own it, and they're flooring the autonomy at 25%. So if we had to revoke something, we would revoke this first. It's going to make them, you know, the autonomy is whatever. Even with local power vacuum, we can actually lower autonomy here. Sounds good. Might give us more naval force limit. We have 30 ships, which means that we can build a flagship now. We have the money for it. Tape my phone to my forehead. He's stretching. He's stretching. He just moved. He's stretched. Oh my god. Sorry. I get excited when he does things. Bribe the clergy. I will. I need more money. I'm not gonna take any loans. We can avoid it. Looks like Portugal is colonizing. He's going for Africa. But because of his bankruptcy, his colony's dying. Look at that settler chance that he's got, though. Unknown frontier modifier. We got Castilian separatists in 3 provinces. Cordoba. They are mad in Cordoba. Because controlled by burghers who are disloyal. But I can't do anything about the burghers being disloyal because they're just being jerks. God is with Pancake. Pancake the first. De Veloy, the 563. Pancake's great cunning and silver tongue shall aid us. Even though he's got loose lips. Hey, that's kind of funny. He kind of does have loose lips, considering that he's, you know, lacking a face. He's moved positions again. He likes the keyboard as a pillow. Look, see his loose lips? So we're gonna have rebels in Valalalalala. Valalalalala. Personal union on monarch death. Succession war between France and Provence. Seems fine. We can try for a, we can fish. We can fish for a royal marriage here. We can go over the relationship limit for a little bit. I think it's worth trying, actually. It'd be great if we could become the Curia controller at some point. Our chance is only 16.6%. God is with pancake. Alright, this disaster, do we have enough money yet? No. Kind of concerned that we're wasting the potential manpower here by not training troops. We should train at least a couple more men, just some infantry, try to keep the economy cheap, but I want to get this clergy situation sorted first. My pronunciations are always on point. Yes. Well, in theory, a cat for a ruler is not very legitimate, but whatever. It's just a measure of how legitimate the monarchs are perceived to be by their subjects. I mean, he's a cat. I find him to be very legitimate. And now we have negative 40 reasons. So he was willing to do it a second ago, and now he's not, for some reason. What just changed? I mean, I was looking at it like 3 seconds ago and he wanted to do it. He must have flipped from friendly. But we can't improve relations with him anymore. Queen Marguerite is 32 versus our 33. Aw, Duke Pancake is already 33 years old. He doesn't get to rule for very long, unfortunately. Well, let's marry Francie. We have a consort, no babby yet. Very distracting when he lays. He's laying on, like, I can't even. The mouse doesn't move right because he's laying on the cord. Makes me play wrong. I can't send him to friendly because he doesn't like me by 50 because we pirated him for a while. We also have unrest in Cordoba at 12.5 because we have unrest in quite a few places. We lost stability and then legitimacy went really, really negative. And that's why suddenly the army's not able to suppress nearly as well. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do this click. We're slightly negative, but we make enough money to cover that. Words. I can't even say words, okay? We can just use that to then revoke another province from them while keeping them loyal. France has claimed our throne again. My, how the tide will turn when it, becomes our opportunity to conquer him. Our truce with the Papal State is over. We can take Diplotech. Cool, we will. Colonial range goes up. Cool. Perhaps we can actually start colonizing something better than just these crappy provinces. Probably make a beeline for the Caribbean. Well, actually, no. I mean, trade companies are just better. They're just better in like every way. So even though the Caribbean is theoretically a better place to get the Treaty of Tacos on, we're still better off, I think, going for that. Joloff. We could fabricate on you. Be a little bit less peaceful focused and try to fabricate claims on people. We'll get the spy network built up. I have to finish off expansion ideas to be able to fabricate claims down here, but we have sea tile adjacency for Fulo, at least. Spanish missions need Caribbean? Yeah, we'll get it eventually, but you still have no babby. You should become friendly. I think we should be friends. We could scornfully insult Denmark We have positive prestige. That sounds reasonable to me. Scornfully insult Denmark gets us a little bit of opinion with England, which might be enough to put him over 50, so we can set him to friendly, and then we can go for the royal marriage, and then maybe we get lucky. I scornfully insult the Danes because they suck. In this great game we play, you are a mere pawn. Yes, indeed. I am now friendly towards England. Become friendly toward me, please, so we can become allies. Or not allies, I just want to get a babby in you. Annexed subjects also just dropped off, which is helpful. Carnal sins. 403 heir with weak claim? No. We'll take no weak claim, babies. Spanish missions require one culture? Well, can't you get that just by exporting everyone? Intrigues in Oviedo. Our diplomatic advisor leaves court, and we get a morale of navy's advisor, or we lose legitimacy. He's a cat. Of course we're illegitimate, it's fine. We don't have royal marriage with our subject here. Come back from Austria for a sec. Do some royal marriages with our subject. Granada's at 26% liberty desire. I kind of need a war to make him loyal. We won't be able to integrate him for a long time otherwise. But that war is against Morocco and the Ottomans. Ottomans are slightly in debt. They're on Tech 8 to our Tech 8. France is on Tech 8. Morocco's on Tech 7. Maybe do a timing attack like with Tech 9. Tactics and better units, better combat width. If we get to Tech 9 ahead of Morocco's Tech 8, it'd be a very easy war, I think. I'm actually tempted to nudge him just to get him off the mouse. It's really messing with me. Yeah, Tripoli died. He's gone. Let's do this. Why don't we go fight Joloff? If you do Joloff, that would probably be enough to... Does he have any forts we could transfer to our subject? No, but at least it's something to do, you know? Let's go down there with, like... This army is going to head to here. Aw, last jousting tournament. That sucks. That would have been nice to have had.